Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Wow, it's been a fast month, hasn't it? Yeah, this is the last Thursday of the month, and Thursdays, I'm part of a series doing Things We're Making Thursday, and each month the theme of what we're making changes. So for July, it has been amigurumi. You know, small, cute, stuffed things that we make that, let's face it, a lot of times don't really have a purpose except for, doggone it, they're just cute, right? So that was July. So I do have that. And then August, I'm going to go ahead and announce what August is. If you didn't know, it is working on squares, granny squares, right? And when I was growing up, granny squares were kind of specific. Now, granny squares are pretty much any square you can come up with. We just call them granny squares. Kind of like Kleenex is generic for, you know, nose tissue, right? You know, even though you've got Puffs, you've got Kleenex, you got the generic brand, everyone calls it Kleenex. Or Xerox is a copy, even though not all machines are Xerox machines. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, so all excited. So I've got the last amigurumi that I made. You may or may not have seen it. And I also wanted to show some books dealing with amigurumi that you may or may not have found. I don't know. So the first one, if you've seen some of my other videos or my Things We're Making Thursday, you might have already seen this book. This is the 20 Amigurumi Animals. This is a book by the publisher 50 Search Press. I talk about them a lot because I am just, and I'm not affiliated, but I am just impressed with the craft books that they have come up with, the price point, because let's face it, money's tight. And you know what? Buy yarn and not the pattern books, right? Get your patterns for free or at least inexpensive. I know it's terrible to say, but whatever. We like our crafts. We make it happen, don't we? We make it happen. So if you didn't know, you can get this one on Amazon full price for $11.95. I did see it as a flash deal for 10 something. Not a big discount, but still it's something. I got mine at Joann Fabric. They don't normally do the books like online. You can't order them and then, you know, go curbside pickup or anything. But walked into the store and I got it 20% off. So that's nice. $11.95, 20 patterns. Each pattern, every design is the exact same head, the exact same body, the exact same eyeballs. So very extremely beginner friendly. It really, really is. It's just the extra decorations and accoutrements that you put on it that makes it into whatever animal you decide to make. So I did make one. I made the puppy dog and it turned out absolutely fantastic. I had some sparkly pink yarn. Each one of these, they do use a sparkle for the iris of the each eye, and I happen to have some, so it worked out really, really well. It really sets it off. This is absolutely adorable. My granddaughter did see it. She absolutely loves it. I told her Nana needs to hold on to it for a little bit longer to put it in a couple more videos, because I gotta do my end of month video too, right? And then she can have it. So there you have it. So there's this book with the 20 different patterns in it. It's got a puffin in it. It's got a rhinoceros. It's got the orangutan is adorable. I mean, look at that. That is adorable. So it's a great, great book. If you're interested and you're looking for an amigurumi book that's inexpensive, has some cool patterns, and there you go. Well, all right, that's fun and exciting, but did you know Amazon had Prime Days recently? I know, I don't normally get on it, you know, and a lot of different content creators were showing, hey, this is on sale, that's on sale, you might want to try this, you might want to try that, and I'm for it, right? So I went searching through Amazon and said, well, what can I find that would be interesting to me? And I found a book. It's a leisure arts pattern book. Normally, it was on flash deal, normally $23.99. $24 for those that know math, right? We know what the deal. And it was down to, I think, $3.99, $4.44 to my door, right? Because they got fees and whatever. Maybe your state doesn't, but mine does. So I got this book. Now, I thought that one was a great deal. It is. 20 patterns for 12 bucks. This, I got under $5, a brand new 40 amigurumi patterns. Look at that. So this is Amigurumi, an adorable collection. I'll link this down below. Looking at the price of right now, it is $6.99. I have no idea. It doesn't say it's a flash deal or anything. Again, normally $23.99. If you're interested, great. If you're not, that's fine. But I just like to share cool things that I find. I had no idea. I'd not seen this book before. I got it in the mail. I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed. Now, I don't need another $24 book. I mean, it's, you know, that's how much it costs, right? But I don't think I would have bought it at 24 because I'm kind of a cheapskate. Although 40 patterns, 24, 20 patterns, 12. Isn't that kind of the same thing? Just saying, right? My mental, things are weird, right? You know, mental math, right? We get it. So this one has a lot of unique patterns. And they're all different. So it's not like that one where all the bodies were the exact same and you're just adding different arms and legs and what have you. But look, now I'm not gonna lie, some of them are pretty scary looking. Whoa. So you've got this gnome right here, and look at the fat, like these circles that they put on the cheeks there, which is weird. It's weird. Now I can deal with it on the gnome, but they did it to the mermaid too. Now the mermaid, I'm pretty sure if I were to make the mermaid exactly like this, it would give somebody nightmares. Let me see. Can you see that? I mean, right. She got those cheeks thingies. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I just being overly critical? Maybe I'm being overly critical. That is creepy. That one's creepy. But there's a lot in here that are not creepy, and they're fun. And, you know, some of them look a little hokey. Others are adorable. I love the monsters. Like, look at this one right here, this three-eyed monster. That one to me is absolutely fantastic. You got to have a turtle. And this blowfish, I want to make the blowfish. Stop making amigurumis. This is to me, by the way. Just my message. Stop it. Make more fun things. Whatever. They catch me. They're cute. And then every time I start making them, I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? Because I keep buying the books. That's why. I got a problem. I got a problem. It's me. It's me. It's, yes. Yeah. You know, because I finished the puppy. And if you saw the other video, you know, I did not want to finish the puppy. Oh my gosh. The puppy's adorable. It turned out so much cuter than, I mean, those eyes just make it. It is absolutely adorable. I had everything done except for the eyes. Needed to make the eyes and sew it all together. I did not want to. I was not in the mood. I didn't want to do it. It felt like punishment project. 100%. My granddaughter was over, said, hey, Nana, do you remember that thing? And you let us pick out, you know, I knew what she's talking about. And you let us pick out which one in the book. Did you finish it? No. And then my husband, I could hear him because he heard the conversation. I could hear him off in the distance. You got called out. Yes, so I did finish it. I'm happy that I did because it got done. There's a chance that it would have died like in multiple pieces in a bag and just been hibernating for a long time. So I am very happy that it's done. This is why I have to muscle through amigurumi. It's me. It's a me thing, right? And I know this, and yet I still buy the books. And I still go, I want to make that. You want to know another one I want to make? Look at that. Right there. Back cover. Oh my gosh. I love the three-eyed monster. And I love this one with the horns and the one big face, right? The eyeball. Oh my gosh. I think those are adorable. And you've got this. You got all the heroes. You got the superhero, the girl, and there's one of them. It's orange, you know, it's orange and everything. It's a person. He has a cape. Oh my gosh. It is so cute. Look at this. It's the Anton Atomic Flyer. Oh my gosh, that is cute. And of course there's a hippo, right? We know I have a thing for the hippos. So there's a hippo that's adorable. There's some scarves in here. There's, you know, mostly stuffed critters, stuffed things that you can make. Here's a bigger picture of that mermaid. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still saying, I stand by what I said first. That would give me nightmares. And you know another reason why it would? Okay, think about it. When maybe you're really good at facial features and you've got you've got your embroidery down. Your A game is on it every time you go to seam something up or add the facial features or things like that. Now we've talked about when I put eyes on and stuff, they're not always even. It depends on what it is. They're not always even. The embroidery is not always the best. That's a good way to put it. And you know, you look at a pattern, you're like, wow, that's amazing. If I could get half as good as that or as close to that or whatever, you know, because a lot of times, maybe not you, but a lot of times I definitely fall short of whatever it was that I'm looking at. I have my own spin on it. You know, it's a little unique character. Yeah, we know what we're talking about there. Yeah, it's crooked. Okay, it's freaking crooked. That's the problem, right? So to me, the book, the pattern, the whatever it is that you're buying is normally the pinnacle. It is the best of the best. It's the embroidery is perfect, the stitching is perfect, the whatever else, and you're trying to strive for it. That creeps me out. So if the thing that you're trying to strive for is creepy, scary, what are your chances of making it? I'm just saying, you know, but again, your skills might be spot on and you could make it into not creepy. I think maybe not having those big those cheeks. What does it remind me of? Okay, there's a horror movie show. That's what it is. I don't remember the name of it. Maybe you guys do, but there's a horror thing with the face and it has the big cheeks like that. And I'm picturing red and white spiral, and you got the cheeks. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, it's gonna drive me nuts. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a horror something scary. That's why that's creepy. Yeah, that's it. And you try to put it in a nice mermaid format. You're not fooling me. You're not. No, that'll give your kids nightmares. You're gonna pay for therapy later if you make that one. I'm just saying. There's 39 other ones in here that's really cute. Yeah. So we've got Bruce the dinosaur. I've got a grandchild that loves dinosaurs, and that one I think is adorable. That is really cute. You know, I don't know what it is with them putting those things on the cheeks like that, though. No, that's creepy. There's a creepy-looking chicken, right? You know, you got that. Got some rag dogs. You've got an eagle. How cool is that? Now, that would have been fun to make for 4th of July, right? Do an eagle and then do a red and white cape or something like that with it. That would be adorable. So there are some fun things that this book has. It has some very simple looking things. Like to me, this one's a very simple, easy. I mean, look at that little cat. Doesn't that one look very simple? I think so. That one looks adorable. Very simple. I love the monsters though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, the monsters are that. So this one, if I had the fun fur with this, I know I'd make it. This is. Look at that. That is the hat and the scarf. Now that is the best use of fun fur, isn't it? I mean, if you're going to use fun fur, do that. That's awesome. I like that. I know it's fun. I know it's quirky. That I think is cute. That is just absolutely adorable. I would definitely do that. And I haven't made a giraffe yet. There are people out here who made giraffes. I have not. I was looking at the giraffe with this last book that I just got with the 20 characters, with all of them having the same little body and everything. So there was a giraffe pattern that I think is adorable. This one I think is really cute also. A fat little giraffe. Absolutely adorable. So there's some fun patterns. And wait a minute, how big are these things? Anyway, how big does it say? 12mm safety eyes. It's not saying because, well, 10.5 inches, 10.5 inches tall seated. So these are big. Yeah, these are really big stuffed animals, things. The gnome is 9 inches. And look, the gnome has a walking cane. How cool is that? So the gnome is 9 inches. So these are pretty large size amigurumi stuffed animal critters. Make sure you get your bag of stuffing on sale. Let's see, there's some of them that were kind of campy looking, some of them that are really cool. I like the monkey. Look at this. So this one's pretty cool. Isn't that a neat scarf? And you got the other one on the front. Same concept right there. So lots of fun stuff. I have a new book. I immediately wanted to start one of the monsters. I didn't. Oh my gosh. Back away from the amigurumi. I immediately wanted to start it though. And it's like, wait, no, you're going to do the same thing. You've got sweaters. Touch the sweaters. Go play with the fuzzy yarn. But these are so cute. This is, okay. The puffer fish. Look at that. Don't I need a puffer fish? I mean, really? And it's golden and yellow and white and that's the cutest thing, isn't it? I mean, I need a puffer fish. And it's got those creepy little cheek things too. I don't know who made this? Who did this? Do we have a name on here? Leisure Arts. Leisure Arts normally has a multiple designers, not necessarily a named designer. Like, who did this? Who made those weird little puffy cheek things on everything? I don't know. That's a little creepy. But that one's cute. That one works. That's really neat. And I like the little designs on that one. I wonder if I made it, if it would look as cute. And then this is fun. My husband pointed this out. Those are fun. Do we remember those? Do you remember those as a kid? Those stacking toys? I mean, I remember those stacking toys. that looks like a lot of fun. My youngest granddaughter's not quite 2. So, you know, those look fun to me. That one's pretty cool. But yeah, the monster's pretty great. And then you got the turtle with the strawberry, and then just this one right here, the hero little girl. That's adorable. Anyway, that is my new book, right? Having fun with that. And there's a squirrel, there's a fat little squirrel in the back, and zebra. But 40 things. If you're interested, it is on sale. Figured I would go ahead and show that. It is currently on sale still. Normally $23.99. Right now it's showing on Amazon at $6.99, but we know that changes by day. So who knows what it'll be tomorrow. If you're interested, go for it. If you're not, doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm not getting anything. I'm just showing you fun things that suckered me. Was it worth the $4.44 I paid for it? Yes, absolutely. Am I going to make anything out of it? I don't know. That's just being honest. There's things that definitely draw me in. There's things that I wanted to grab my hook and start right then, but I have other things going on. And unless I want to do the whole amigurumi, I'm going to not want to do the whole amigurumi, right? And there's squares are coming up, like I commented. We have squares coming up for next month, and that is anything you want to do with your squares, right? I've got a lot of things in the minds with that, in the mind's eye, so to speak. You can, I know it says square, granny squares. Well, everyone, anything that you're making in small modular pieces, people call granny squares, right? So you can do like the hexagon shaped things or actual squares, doesn't matter, and make purses, make bags, make all sorts of fun stuff. You can make squares to make blankets. You can, and I've got some ideas in my head right now on different blankets. I've got to finish the ones that I've got going on since we are rolling into August. And I'm going to be donating blankets to Camp Boggy Creek this year. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. And they've got their kickoff starting and all sorts of other stuff. And if you're not familiar with that, you're going to get inundated, if you're watching YouTube and everything, with all of the different people who are making and donating to a camp in Eustis, Florida. They run the camp year round, and this is a camp that is special. It is for very sick children, extremely sick children, and it's a place where the kids can be kids. And because the weather is so nice, they do run it year round. And what so many people have gotten together to do, this started out with Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too and her mother. It was a service project for them. And they put out the call to the YouTube streets because, hey, let's face it, you give us a cause. We want to make things. We want to donate things. We cannot house all the stuff that we make in our house. We have to move it out. Give us an opportunity. And that's what this is this massive opportunity to make something, not have to keep it, right? Pour all your love into it and know that it's going to go to a child. And I like to make up stories in my head on what the child's reaction is when they see the blanket that they get, because they go into a cabin and each cabin has a blanket on the bed, and whatever bed they choose, that's the blanket that they end up getting to keep. So, you know, they get to see these when they walk into the cabin. They're not assigned, this is your bunk, this is your blanket. And I have so many stories in my head on what the child's reaction is when they see all the blankets, and then the child who picks the blanket that I made on that bed, you know, and what it means to them because they get to take it home with them. Yeah, that's the exciting part. And it gets to remind them of camp, and it gets to remind them of being a kid, and it's an actual physical thing that they take with them. So I have tons of stories in my head. I really do. And every time I'm working on the blanket, whether it's a blanket in its entirety or I'm working on squares to make that blanket, oh my gosh, I get so excited. My brain starts firing and I've got all sorts of things. And I've recently come across, Reed went to Joann and bought neon yarns. That's what that means. I didn't come across, I didn't like walk down the street and find a bag of yarn. That's not what happened. But anyway, I have all these bright, happy colors, and I like bright colors and obnoxious colors and what have you. I mean, I'm a grandma and I'm allowed. I can wear bright, obnoxious colors and I can mix them because that's what I do. So I'm having a blast coming up with things. And I don't know if I want to be as amazingly awesome as Lynanne from Nina's Knots and Crochet. What she does is she has, so many people have sent her blanket squares and she puts them together. And that's a lot. And that, you know, if I were to do that, I would have to make a bunch of squares to put them together. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. But I'm making squares anyway. But, you know, making enough to make a large enough blanket for the cause. So I'm trying to figure out, I could make some squares, put those together as a strip, and then crochet around those, right? You know, that type of a thing. You know, so having it modular, but I think the best thing would be for that is to draw it out on paper. My artist skills are not that great. I knit and crochet a lot better than I can draw, but that's all right. We all have our skills and talents. But yeah, anyway, that is what's going on. Today's the last day for Things We're Making Thursday on Amigurumi. Oh, if you'd like to, follow the hashtag that I've got on the video, hashtag TMWT. Always have to think about it. I don't know why it stands for Things We're Making Thursday. There's a ton of content creators that are doing this, so you can see what we're all up to, and you can see all of them that we did with Amigurumi and then the previous months, and we've got garments going on, people making sweaters, and this upcoming month is going to be all the squares. So have fun to your heart's content. And I'll go ahead and link all the stuff down below. There's a Facebook group if you'd like to follow. No one says you have to, but you can if you'd like to. You can post some pictures in there just so we can see what you're doing also. But you don't have to, but you can just scroll through and see what everyone else has done. People who don't have a channel or just don't want to deal with Thursdays, right? I mean, I get that. You know, not everyone wants to film every day. It's okay. But you can do all of these types of things. And if you're a content creator and you'd like to play along, by all means. Today's, like I said, today's the last day for Amigurumi, but next Thursday, it's all the granny squares. What are you going to make? What are you going to come up with? What colors? Are you going to use chaos colors like me, or nice subdued toned down colors? I've got some of those. Yeah, they're like in a little glass. Don't use them. But anyway, having a blast. Whatever you do or you decide to do, make sure that your crafting time is spent doing something that you love, that brings you joy. Right? Don't let obligations, I mean, now, granted, if I were to say, I will make you this, whatever, and I will deliver it to you in 1 week, then I would feel pressured and I'd actually get it done. That's why I don't do that. But unless you have those types of obligations, don't put them on yourself. That's what I do, right? Don't put them on yourself. This is your fun time. This is your meditation time. This is your relaxing time. This is the however you want to call it, right? It's that. This is a time that brings you joy. Don't bring that negativity in there. You've got this. Keep it joyful. Keep it happy. Make the things that you want to make. Touch your yarn and feel amazing. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.